Hello, Aries. This reading is for you. Welcome back to Taurus Does Tarot. Like, share, subscribe, comment. It feels weird saying that kind of stuff, but sometimes it's necessary. Anyways, we're doing a mid-month check-in for the signs today. We're going to see what is in it for Aries. 2 fire cards came out immediately. I would say you're on track for something. I don't have the patience to keep shuffling. I'm gonna go for it. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Top of the deck is the Tower. The Tower. Okay. So, Aries, we are coming from a place of I got this even when I don't got this, right? Like sticking to what you know, following your own footsteps, following your heart's desires, but also everything falling apart around you, okay? We have the 10 of Discs and the 7 of Wands, okay? So wealth and valor. I think financially you've been all right this whole time, like the whole year from what I remember. So it looks like you still are. Looks like money's not gonna be a problem. Hasn't been a problem, not gonna be a problem. So just out the gate, count your blessings there, where it's like, okay, cool, that's worked out, that's handled, I'm very blessed. Valor, staying brave through your trials and tribulations. Like, you might be faced with some really hard work, which is how you're making your money. And so it's one of those things where it's like, as long as you can do it, it's there for you. We then have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Discs. Okay. The Queen of Cups, she is a mother. She's nurturing. She is beautiful. She is caring. She is supportive. She is there for you, okay? Queen of Cups. Ace of Discs, again, that money is tight. The bag is secured. So, still seeing no worries there. You can follow your passion and still make money type situation. We have the Chariot, which is Cancer, and the 9 of Swords, which is cruelty. That sounds almost like real Cancer. Not to say that you have it, but maybe you're dealing with a loved one who does. Seems like a bit of a stretch, but sometimes I say that shit because someone has to hear that message, or, you know, it's for them. It's their life. So just throwing it out there. Other than that, it's like things are working out, but you're making them difficult. It's like that meme of the guy on the bike and then he sticks the rod in his fucking spokes. It's like that. Then we have the Empress and the Hanged Man. The Empress is a female version of the Emperor card, which is Aries. So we're kind of close there. My posture is really bad. I'm always working on it. Speaking of the Empress, I feel like I just want to sit like her. Like I want that. Anyways, and the Hanged Man, dedication, martyrism, loyalty, okay? So, I feel like, here's what I'm getting from this, though. There's really not a lot going on, and you're kind of making it seem like there's a lot going on. I don't know if it's for attention, or for sympathy, or for some other like reason, but to me, I don't want to say you're faking it, but it does seem like you're kind of making a big deal out of nothing. This seems like a big deal, but none of this does. This is all chill and in order. Oh, but then some self-inflicted wounds. Some inner torture, right? It's just kind of like, what are you doing? You know? So, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life, but I would just say calm the fuck down a little bit. Just like go with the flow. And, again, count your blessings. I think that's how I started the reading, right? Like, count your blessings. Okay, so up the middle we have the Six of Wands, Victory, the Princess of Wands, the Princess of Cups, and the Lovers, Gemini energy. Okay, so starting from the top, Six of Wands, Victory, you will get past this situation if there is indeed a situation. I'm slightly convinced there is no situation and you are the situation, but you'll get past that. Princess of Wands, you're going to kind of wake up and realize, I am stirring a lot of emotions up in myself for no reason. That's what I think. Princess of Cups, trying to get in tune with the Queen of Cups energy that you did have and do have. I think this is more about staying aligned than it is about regression. You can only have each card once, right? So I think it's just representing itself again. And then the Lovers, like a decision needs to be made. Could be a relationship, but I think it's a decision that needs to be made. And I don't mean to be so harsh, right? It does seem harsh when I'm like, there's nothing going on with you. There might be, okay? You could have like underlying health problems. You could be really stressed out. It just seems like if you were to make a pros and cons list about your life, the pros list is a lot longer than the cons list. But you have to make a decision. Is this life what you want for yourself? And is this what you want to do? You know? The Hermit, Virgo, Dominion, more relationships. It might not be a decision. It might be a relationship. The Priestess, the All-Knowing. The Universal Hexagram. Wow. And Two of Swords, Peace. Okay. Now it's making a little more sense. I think you're putting way too much pressure. If you're in a relationship, you're putting way too much pressure on the relationship. And if you're not in a relationship, you're putting too much pressure on the idea of a relationship. Or if you're like talking to someone, you're putting too much pressure on them for the relationship. I think that's where a lot of this is stemming from, is like work's fine, money's fine, family didn't even come up. What's the issue here? But then to see all these cards line up, okay, the Hermit, looking within, being resilient, doing it on your own. Dominion, two emotions coming to intersect together. Domestication, a relationship, right? The Priestess, the all-knowing. The Universal Hexagram, divine feminine, divine masculine coming together in divine union. Two of Swords, peace. You have come to realize this person in your life is the one. More than likely. More than likely is the one. So you got to make a big decision. It might involve like having to move somewhere for them, like moving out of state or even moving into their place and giving up your own space. Like it's kind of one of those things where that might be why you don't know what to do. But the love is there. The love is real. So stop making such a big deal out of the little things and just start enjoying the good stuff. I don't know what else to tell you, Aries. It's real though. The feelings are mutual. It's totally fucking real. I will say that. We'll do a little meditation. I couldn't decide if I want to do meditations today. The Eon and the Princess of Discs. No one can make me feel bad about my growth. No one can make me feel bad about my growth. Boom. Okay, let's see what's going on in the work life of Aries. There's a bugger. Okay. ARIES. That's so weird because before I started this reading, I had ARIES on my mind. And the even stranger thing is I don't really remember what ARIES is. I just was thinking, Aries, 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 ARIES. I may have even said it out loud. I probably didn't, but that's weird. I was definitely thinking about ARIES. Okay. ARIES is another example of a demon who by all accounts is not terribly demonic. There is no reference to how or why he fell from grace, but whatever the reason, he kept many of his angelic gifts for order and direction. When looking for guidance from ARIES, perhaps it doesn't matter whether he landed in heaven or hell, only that he knows that we should always be heading home. Focus on direction and guidance, bringing allies and helpful items closer and pushing enemies and destructive influences away. That might be part of what is like your issue, is that there's people at your job that are bringing you down. And I think the lesson here is that you have to learn to ignore them, accept it, and push through it, because it's not worth giving up the money. It's not worth giving up the stability. It's not worth giving up your security just because you're not getting along with people, or just because they're a bad influence, or just because they get you in trouble, or whatever the case may be. They ain't worth it. You gotta focus, okay? Look for new people that you don't normally talk to at work, right? And just like see how they're doing. Catch up with them a little bit, right? Anyway, that's what I got for you, Aries. I hope it helped. I will see you next time. Ta-ta!